You will need lots of string, any colours, just whatever you fancy really. You will also need some beads. Wow, that's quite a blurry picture. First of all, you're going to have to wrap the string around your wrist 4 or 5 times, or even 6, as I did here. And this will be the length of the bracelet, I guess. You'll need at least 2 of these the same length. If the third one's slightly shorter, then don't worry about it. Next, you need to tie them all together and somehow clip them down. A clipboard is the most useful thing to use, but I just had a clip and a placemat basically. Next, you're going to take a sticker or a bit of sellotape or whatever and stick down one of the strings, and then you are ready to start braiding. You take one of the pieces of string and you make it into almost a 4 shape, maybe like a sail. Then you get the other one, place it over the top, and then you tuck it under both of the strings where they cross in the middle, and then through and above the 4 shape. It's not easy to explain, so yeah, sorry. And you just pull this gently. If you pull it too tight at the beginning, you will just completely mess it up and the knots will be too small. So really be gentle with the first 2 or 3, and then you just repeat it the other way. This way you make a 4, tuck it under where they cross, and then pull it out through the opening. Using 2 different colours is the easiest way of doing this, as you will always be making the 4 shape with the same colour. You can make it with all one colour, but it's a lot easier if you don't. So yeah, you just have to remember, like in this case, I had to use the pink every single time, which is fairly simple. When you've gone about an inch down, you can put a bead on it, which is what I decided to do. Unlike me, make sure your beads actually fit your string before you start. I had a right nightmare trying to get that bead on, but it worked. And then below it, you do exactly the same knot again. You do the 4 shape, tuck it under, and pull it through. In doing this, we'll secure the bead into place, like so, and if you need to adjust it or whatever, you can do that now. And you just carry on with the pattern. If you need to adjust it in any way, if it's too loose on a certain knot, you just, before you do the next knot, you just pull at it and it will adjust correctly. The first couple of knots after a bead always look quite small, but by the time we're on the 3rd or 4th, it's not noticeable anymore, so don't worry about it. Now I am finished, I think. Yes. So what you're going to need to do is to tie off the 2 strings which you've been knotting, and try to do the knot as near to the end as possible, which isn't easy. And you do both of those, and then you can cut them off. I would recommend, oh no, you can't cut them off yet, I didn't say that. I would recommend putting some glue on it now or whatever, and then you knot them all 3 together, and then now you can cut 1 off. In the end, I chose to cut 2 off. It's really up to you, whatever you fancy doing. And to do the adjustment, you have to tie off the end of the remaining string and put it into place how you want it. Next, you take a spare piece of string and you just do a simple knot over the 2 ends of the bracelet, making sure it's nice and tight, but that you can still move the strings. And with this, you are going to do the pattern again. So you make the 4 shape, you tuck under the other string, and you pull it through the opening. And you really just do this until you have about 2 centimeters worth of this pattern, and this will be how you adjust your bracelet. And that's really it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It's something a bit different. Let me know if you like these sort of tutorials, DIY sort of ones. I have got a lot of ideas of things to do, I just need to get the materials. And this was the finishing product. And yeah.